Hello everyone, Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Book Reviews. We have a heap. It's not all of them. Hold on. I have a heap of comic books. So let's start right off with number 4 of Jungle Comics. These don't come out very often. This has 4 stories. Rula, Green Hell Part 4, written by Chuck Dixon, art by Alessio Nasarino. David and Goliath, Bird Eater, A Bird in the Hand, stories Scott Brown, and art by Robespierre Fitoza. You guys are killing me. Jungle Magic is a story, which is creepy, by the way. Hanu Kisolarota, Ima Utera did the art, and then Hidden Island Part 1, stories by Paul Beal, art by Jenny Godden. Thanks, guys. Those are an easy one. So, and you're like, Jungle Comics, Jungle Comics. Dude, you want to sell me a Jungle Comic, regardless of it, if this is your opening splash page with the mostly naked Jungle Girl, we're going to go. It's going to be fun. And it's only $3.99, but it feels like a thicker book. I didn't do a page count or anything. Oh, actually, here we go. 32, 33, 34. Because, believe it or not, that's not an ad. That's a page of the last story. So it's kind of neat. I like it. It's a good comic book. They're just jungle stories. I'm a sucker for good jungle stories. So Jungle Comics number 4. Get yours. Last issue of this particular arc of Marvel Action Spider-Man. This is a weird one where he's like a kid and Doc Ock's the principal and my phone went badoop. Stories by Sarah Graley and Steph Purinas. Pencils, Phil Murphy, Mark Deering. Oh no, pencils are Phil Murphy, inks are Mark Deering. And this is Doc Ock is attacking Spider-Man. Peter has to save his identity. He has to fight Doc Ock. Doc Ock in this one is using the brightest and best students as extra brain power to keep the tentacles moving. So they have to stop Doc Ock. Norman Osborn shows up at the end. And it's so they could get 5 issues. Basically. So they fought, in this one they fought Mysterio, Doc Ock, and Scorpion. So, because Mysterio was the drama teacher, Scorpion was the gym teacher, Doc Ock was the principal. And it's cool, I like the artwork. It's all kind of spindly a little bit, but the idea of using human brains to control his arms is kind of neat. So it would be in a trade paperback any day now. Alright, Dune, House Atreides, 10. That super thick paper on the covers. There are 12 of these, so we're almost done. Written by Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson. Illustrated by Dev Pramanik with Mariano Taibo. Duke Leto is going to a coronation ceremony because his father died. So he's going to go and do that. We also find out that there are habitats built in Arrakis that I'd never heard mentioned before in any of the stuff. They tried to start a war between the Ixians and the Chaldanes by having Raban in a ship that has cloaking. So when they're in one of the big giant tube things that the 4th stage guild navigators send through folded space, he shoots the Ixians pretending that it was the Chaldanes who did it. And then we are introduced to the Kwisatz Haderach breeding program is the last thing they say. So we all know what that means. That means Paul. So this is good. I like this a lot. Alright. We got a lot of independent comics this week, folks. Gotta go out and buy your independents. So number 3 is Barbarella, showing off this outfit, I guess is a good way to put it. And so writer Sarah Hoyt, artist Matabek Musabekov, and they're sending her on an assignment, but they want to get rid of her. So the ship is going to a water planet, and the minute the ship comes into contact with substance on it, the ship dissolves. And then we find out Barbarella can breathe underwater and talk underwater, and she doesn't know why. So she has adventures. We find out who's been after her. I'm not going to give you that one because that would be a giveaway. I've always liked a good Barbarella comic book because she uses, if it's Barbarella, she goes to a planet with anybody on it, someone's getting laid. That's just how it works. It's Barbarella. And Yeah, her assassin. I really don't want to give that away, so just go and buy it. There's only 3 issues so far. There are a bunch of covers. They use the alphabet for covers. This is cover A. They go all the way to R. So there's a lot of covers for this thing. Speaking of a lot of covers, Vampirella! This is the cover A. I never bother. I don't care, so it doesn't bother me. We're almost done. This is issue 24. Issue 25, apparently, Barbarella will be getting married to Dracula. And it's also supposed to be the last issue. Writer, as always, they have not changed in the run recently. Writer is Christopher Priest. Artist is that guy with all the umlauts there, or with little dots. Irgun Gunduz. So she is going to save this child who has the Dracula virus. They explained that they killed Dracula by inflicting him with a virus that he got from his victims. And when she thought she just what was her name? Cataratra. After she destroyed Dracula, she broke the vial, but she didn't destroy the last of Dracula. She released the virus into the atmosphere. This is why we have vampires. Vampires are like that. Panther's in this one. They get to go save the little boy. It's pretty good. There's some interesting artwork when she has to go save him, because he's only 7. He shouldn't have to have a bad day just because he's 7. And there's a legion of evil that wants to kill him because he has the virus. So, and they actually help him with a genomically modified hepatitis vaccine. So it should stop him from becoming Dracula, as long as he gets booster shots. I'm pretty sure there was a COVID reference in there at one point. Don't get your shots, kids, you become Dracula. All right, issue 4 of Captain Harlock, Space Pirate Captain Harlock. This is making me want to go back and watch Captain Harlock, is what it is. So let's do the guilty parties first. Story, Leiji Matsumoto and Jerome Alclay. Artist Jerome Alclay. And they are in another dimension with one of the sisters, the Maison Queen. And she needs to go be with her sisters, so she wants all of the power, which means she wants the power from Harlock and all of his friends and the ship. And Harlock basically tells her to suck it. She like gives him his worst fears, and he's like, that's not how that works. So, and it's neat. I like, there's some really great, very manga-ish artwork in it. You don't read it like a manga. It's not really a manga. There's a ton of Blue Line extra pictures in this. So yeah, this is going to be a good little trade paperback. Probably when they get to issue 5, they'll start the trade paperback, because I don't see this being a limited series. You could do Harlock for a long time. Alright, we're back to Jana and the Unpossible Monsters, where the girl found out that her little sister is a pit fighter and beats up everybody. And she's in this petrified forest city and wants something to eat. She's going around the city and she wants something to eat. So she steals food, there's a lot of chasing. The Samneys, oh yeah, that's probably a good idea, right? Written by Chris Samney and Laura Samney, art by Chris Samney. Very action-y. You can tell that they've done like animation work and stuff, because everything, you know, even still pictures have a flow to them. But the big sister gets away, and this lady who does not like her husband gives her the key to save her sister. So it's a good series. Next issue, number 7, on sale in October, so they're going to keep it up. I thought for a minute we were going to get a big gap, and we've not got a big gap. Final one, Moon Knight. Number 3, Hunter's Moon. And this is great because of just, and we can talk about the twist, it's not that big a deal. So writer is Jed McKay, artist is Alessandro Capuccio. He's artist in those names, I tell you, man. So Hunter's Moon, because Moon Knight is the fist of Nashu. But as we all know, everybody, at least most people, have two fists. So this is Hunter's Moon. And apparently there is a tradition of fists of Nashu that Hunter's Moon has gone through, and he absorbs the fighting styles of all the previous Moon. We're just going to call it, no, they're not Moon Knights though. The Fist of Nashu. So every previous fist, he sucked it into him, and he's like, I can't believe you're sticking up for vampires. I'm going to go kill those vampires. The vampires are nice. These are not. They didn't want to be vampires. The icky vampires made them into vampires, and Moon Knight knows that. So Moon Knight's had enough. He beats the shit out of Hunter's Moon with a baseball bat. Like, and my favorite line, here we go. Oh, here we go. Cute trick. Nashu downloading dead memories into your head. Makes you fight real fancy, but you never earned it. At the end of the day, you're just a doctor dancing in borrowed shoes. He's like, you need to get out. It's like, you want to leave and don't bother me again. I'm kind of excited to see issue 4 since the preview is, there's Tigra. I like a good Tigra story. They've hung out before. They've been in, I think they were in West Coast Adventures together. I don't know. It's been so long. So there's your comic books for the week. There were a lot. Next week there will not be as many. Sophie, Fiona, thank you for coming over. We ordered your Halloween costumes today. So we can get that taken care of for Halloween sleepover next month. And yeah, guys, just go get a comic book. They're always out there. I go to Fanfare out there on Westnedge. If you don't have a comic book near you, I think we've talked about that before, where you can just order them online. If you like to read comic books online, there's a couple of places that have, you can go to your library and they have so many comic books you can read on your computer or a phone or whatever for free. All you need is your library card, which by the way is also free. So there's really no excuse not to read a comic book. So until next week, I'll see you later.